Lesson 33, Section 1. This presentation will be talking about some proper nouns. Proper nouns like Demosthenes, Demosthenes, and Pericles, Pericles. So these are the forms, if you recall, of a noun like genos, neuter, pre-irregular. And we are going to take some of these endings, in particular the genitive and dative singular, and then use these for the proper nouns we're talking about. So the first one we'll look at is Demosthenes, Demosthenus, Demosthenes. And we are going to get our stem, drop the us ending in the genitive singular, which gives us Demosthen. We're going to plug that into each of these places. And of course, outside of the genitive and the dative, we're going to get some different forms. As we can see from our lexical entry, our nominative singular is going to be Demosthenes rather than os, as we saw with genos. For the accusative, we're going to see Demosthene with the eta there. And there is going to be a unique vocative form, Demosthenes. These are the forms, the declension of Demosthenes, Demosthenus, Demosthenes. And a lot of the proper nouns in Greek are declined just like this. For instance, Socrates is declined in the same way. We do get some others, though, in particular Pericles, which is really it's contracted, that are declined a little differently. So let's see how that looks. So we're going to take all of these endings and then start with our noun, Pericles, Pericleus, Pericles. And to get our stem, of course, we're going to take the last syllable after we drop the us, the genitive ending, and plug that into each of these places. And we are going to see contraction in most of these cases. So for instance, epsilon and eta there are going to contract to eis, Pericles. And of course, we don't actually do anything here in the genitive. And in the dative, we're going to also contract the epsilon and the diphthong a. That looks like Pericles. The accusative, we do see a little bit of irregularity. Instead of Pericles, as we might expect, we're going to see Periclea with a long alpha in the accusative. And in the vocative, we're also going to see contraction. That epsilon and epsilon are going to contract to epsilon iota. Pericles in the vocative. So these are fairly irregular. We wouldn't expect to see all of these forms. And a lot of nouns, however, like not just Pericles, but also Sophocles, are declined in this way. For the forms of these, you can take a look at page 31 in your grammar. Thank you very much.